everyone, and welcome. Hope that you are doing amazing, phenomenal, amazing, phenomenal, well, feeling safe, vibrant, comfortable, winning. That lines up with this reading that I'm trying to do because the way that I did technically 4 readings, like 4 collective readings, should I say? Technically, did 4 collective readings. It's this energy wants you tongue tied, stumbling over your words, stuttering, feeling. Remember, sometimes I love when readings like kind of pull into each other. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it is. But when I was like, there's a lump in my throat. Oh, there's a lump in my throat. Like, it was from like the singer off of Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. But she was like, anytime I try to speak to you or see you or something, she's talking about a person and she gets a lump in her throat. And it is romantic, but I feel like, I don't know, it's like something where, ooh, I'm seeing the puppeteer, like the moon card, but out of my tarot deck, the moon card, because they have like the puppets on there. I'm hearing puppeteer your brain. And the energy I was feeling is kind of like this spirit energy around you that got attached to you, not an entity like a spirit. I remember growing up, me and my siblings were like, you got an argumentative spirit. Like, you just got an argumentative spirit. Or some people, like, you got a stealing spirit. That person, they got a stealing spirit. Or, like, they have a loving spirit. Oh my God, they have a generous spirit. It's kind of like that. I'm sorry. My name is Latiste. I do readings on here, as well as you can book readings with me down below. I also do dream decipherings. I also do ancestral readings as well. You can also check out my podcast down below, as well as offer love donations. Always greatly appreciated. But yes, that's me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all the good things. But that has been sent to cultivated. But it's this energy where it's like a spirit, or like this. I don't even want to say the spirit of confusion, because you know it's happening. You're not confused. Or when somebody's telling you something, you know that that's not how it happened. You know that's not what went down. Or you're trying to say, so I don't. It's like how I'm feeling right now, where I'm trying to explain it, but it's like I know exactly what I want to say, how I want to say it, and it's like it's not even on the tip of my tongue. It's like it won't come off. And so this energy where it feels like, what is like this spirit that's on you that makes you feel this way, that or that is feeling this way, where it's like this. And it's crazy because I was getting the energy of my spooky deck, and I like to call my spooky deck just my spiritual deck, because what is, the supernatural but the supernatural, okay? um but it was giving that things like, no, not that deck, we don't want that deck. It's just the energy of like a spirit, and ain't no fear, candles lit, okay, protected always, in all shapes, forms, and fashion, baby. I don't fucking play that shit. But it's this energy where, thank you. It's like your tongue's in a jar. And a little bit different than how they did in Skeleton Key, where they wrapped the wire around their tongue where they couldn't speak at all. It's like they put it in like a freezer so that way you can freeze and not speak or be as vocal, because it's warm. Your vocal cord, your that fire, it's warm, and so it's like they're freezing your mind over, freezing your energy over. It's like they put your tongue or your the connection to your throat just in the freezer. Like, I need you to just not speak with such passion, such vigor, such life. When the body is dead, they say the body has what? Gone fucking cold. And I feel like that's kind of this energy where it's like they want your tongue, your chakra, your power. There's power in the tongue. There's power in the voice. That's why there's so many fucking rules and regulations and laws and things for speech and all that stuff. Or code switch. It's like something with the tone, languages, and it's your throat. I'm seeing somebody. This is you. This is ancestral. Thank you. I'm seeing somebody break. I'm hearing high John root, so that's what I'm going with high John. But you don't break it like this. It's almost like wood, like the actual old red wood, like they're breaking it, and then they're like pounding it out in a brick mortar, and it's like the wood. I don't know. It's where are we going with this? What did you do with the wood? What did you grab? I'm seeing them grab flowers after they broke up the wood because they're just taking like the bark off the tree. I'm hearing we're not taking too much. We're not taking what we don't need because we are part of the earth. So this is very like this is something ancestral about your tongue and speaking in your throat. And you have yeah. We're gonna keep going. Thank you. They are very you're very I'm sorry I'm not looking at you. It just helps me because if I'm looking at myself, then I just it's a little hard to channel. Thank you, Spirit. But I'm seeing this is very old indigenous energy, and everybody is indigenous to a land. Very old primordial indigenous energy, but they're taking that and they're doing it at night. I'm hearing they're doing it at night under a clear moon. I'm hearing new moon for you, but they don't call it a new moon. I'm hearing they call it a clear moon because they know that the moon is still there and that it will still watch over it because the moon is again the intuition. What did I say in the beginning? It's like the moon card, like you're being puppeteered in your brain in some sort of way. But your ancestors back then peeped on. It's a woman crying as she's doing this, but not crying tears of sadness. It's just she knows that the tears need to fall as she's pounding out the wood. And she's kind of breaking it down. And the pieces don't need to be like sand, they just need to be smaller than what they are. And then she grabs flowers, white flowers, purple flowers. I'm not a fucking botanist or florist or herbalist, so I'm so sorry. I don't know what the flowers are, but flowers with a yellow center in the white ones and in the purple ones, whatever those flowers are. And it's a lot. She's saying you have to do it through your hands first. You can't just pound it up. She broke the bark and she put it in there. She's ripping the flowers and tossing them in there. And she's still allowing her tears to just fall. Ooh. And then she sits it over the flame and lets it burn. And I'm seeing cinnamon, but they're like, it's not cinnamon, but they're saying you can use cinnamon. Because cinnamon, if you know, if I'm hearing, thank you. I don't know. They've been with y'all for some time, but they said if you remember the cinnamon challenge, how it burns your throat, but it makes you cough everything out. That's why you add in the cinnamon in your time, but they added something else from theirs. They said the flowers add blooming out of that, almost like it's almost like a phoenix thing, but that's why they say clear. But it's like the flowers allow for blooming, and with them being broken up, it's saying the seeds are scattered for you to open your voice, open your mouth. And the fact that it's over the fire with the bark and earth energy is ruled by your throat. sound and frequency, air, but it's like this earth energy. You're moving, you're feeling it. It's physical. Thank you. And so that lifts up the smoke, that lifts up the energy. And so the tears are the water. And it has all the elements. She's saying even if you can only get one drop, the tears are needed, and to break things up with your hands are needed. We only have cinnamon powder. She said still process that through your hands. Process that through your hands. You're like, how am I going to burn all this shit? Look, I'm just giving you what I got. Okay? If you want more book reading, or if you want more, you're like, I can't book read, then we just keep watching. Ashe, birds, there we go. But it's something where your family, people in your family are very powerful. No matter where you came from, where you were raised, how you grew up, all that shit. There are people, I didn't say everybody in your motherfucking family, that's the same way everybody can be motherfucking ancestors. But there are people, like I said, this is primordial energy. I said the stuff that they was adding in there, y'all, we don't have access to. But very powerful. And you guys can be singers. I'm hearing actors. I'm hearing you were, like, they don't want to say you were royalty. We're going to get through it. You were royalty. You had a crown. You guys were from regality. And not in like we were all kings, but in like, you know how a church mother is a church mother? If you went to church, like, she has this regality. She's in high respect regard, but it's because of what she knows. Or it's like the candy lady in your neighborhood. Or your grandma. Bless me. Definitely your grandma for some. Your grandma, it's like this real energy. You don't need to rule. It's like I rule an entire lineage, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of my ancestors being lied to. I'm tired of my children being lied to. And that's the primordial ancestor that's saying this. They have not left. It's only been one ancestor that's been very here. And I feel like that ancestor that was breaking it up was also reincarnated in your grandmother, if you believe in that, or the spirit, or the energy, or wisdom. But it's like, it has some other generations, but I feel like that also, it's like something with you is a mix of your grandmother, that primordial energy of your great, 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 what the fuck I'm saying, grandmother. And it's this new energy that you're tapping into. In the same way, that's what it is. In the same way they say, we don't need a bell. They're good. Yeah, I got you. They say in the same way that I had to do that spell back then because I can feel them binding my voice. Those tears, she said, was of rage, but also of joy because she knew it wasn't going to work and it wasn't going to last. Yeah, she's saying she felt it. She felt her stumbling over her words. She felt her forgetting dates, not even forgetting dates, thank you. She said not forgetting dates, but she said losing track of the sun. Losing track of my own energy. Like I said, it was like a puppeteer. And she knew, and so she took it out in the forest and she did what she needed to do because it was somebody that was threatened. I'm hearing it wasn't even threatened. She said they were irritated. And that is what caused them to be threatened because they were afraid of where that irritation would lead them for their own life and lineage. And so with this has been something 1441 as I close out. It's like this has been something that has been trying to come at you for some time. And it's like the same energy that you got reincarnated as, or your great grandmother got reincarnated. Their energy, the person that tried to put on that binding or whatever, that freezer energy. it's like somebody else is doing the same thing. And it doesn't have to even be from the same lineage. You're, yeah, they're very funny. They're very witty. Um, and I said, no, it's not from the same lineage. It's just the same energies. In their energy, I can hear it too. I'm hearing, shut your fucking mouth. I don't like when you speak because I don't know like how it feels. And you're, ooh, yeah, I'm hearing, I don't like how it feels. I don't like what you do to me when you talk. I don't, I'm hearing, I don't like what your spirit does to me. And I don't, mm, what are you saying? Yeah, she's saying that they said, I don't like how your spirit reacts with me. And I don't like how my spirit reacts with you, as if it's almost rejecting my body. Yeah, it's people around you that don't like being in their body. And not in like no body dysmorphia type way type thing in that sense. But in a way of where they don't feel like their spirit is settled. And so because you have such a settled spirit, and when you speak, when you sing, when you write or speak your poetry, you're very just literature led. I'm also seeing like judges in law, and like I said, this regal energy, like somebody that when you speak, people listen. And it's not even a way of you are like the leader, this and that. Like you don't even have to be. It's just the respect and authority that you have because of the lives that you change, the way that you shift people's views and energies. And the person from way back then, she's saying, even how they acted then, she said, you're experiencing that now. Where they're trying to put your energy, your voice, this sense in a freezer. Because you know when you're cold, you're like, ooh, and your teeth start chattering too. It's just like, yeah, I just need to get warm. And so you, that's one way of doing it. She said that's one way of doing the ritual. She said drinking tea also works. Warming up your vocal cords, drinking nice soup works. She said, and don't cry when you need to speak. I don't know if that's what, but don't cry. And not and like, bitch, you can't cry, but they're saying, like, don't cry when you need to speak. Because it's almost like this showdown energy that they try to have with you or try to have with you. Like I said, it's like this energy where it's like they try to have, I don't even know what to call this spirit, but it's like the spirit isn't attached to you, it's attached to the power of the lineage of your voice. Let me rephrase that. It's attracted to the power of the energy of your voice. You have a lot that you've already done and will do. And so if you would feel like I can't speak recently or I'm stuttering or all these things, just know it's this kind of past energy coming in. So you can do what I say with that, or you can drink the tea. There's lots of ways to free the voice, or even just asking your ancestors, like, what's something that I can do to free this block of my voice? It can be screaming, it can be singing, it can be saying small little no's throughout the day or small little yeses throughout the day. It can be when you're feeling that you can just do something or tap something like a talisman or hold on to something and that adds it in. You can charm something or chant. So I'm just giving examples, but there's a lot of ways to do it. But it's something where you have to speak the truth. I don't know why I'm seeing the Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, like how their voices are. Like you just like, oh shit, okay. Um, I don't know what I'm like getting them, but it's like this lineage thing you inherited. Like I said, the only thing that was lit out there was the fire. That's when I like that's why I had to literally go through the process with her because I can only see what she was seeing and what was near the fire. Yeah, but if you've been feeling that way, this is ancestral. This is ancestral. That's why I said it feels like it's a spirit, but it's not a spirit attached to you. It's attracted to you. It's not on you. It's trying. It's trying to get near you. It's trying to do things. I'm hearing it seeming like cutting you off. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, even now as it's almost like even me being around her ritual. I going there, being in her rituals helped me just kind of relieve. And so let's see if we can get some cards here for you because it just feels. We're gonna use the tarot deck because I seen that and tarot deck is a lot older. Wow, I'm hearing ladybugs. They've gotten really comfortable. Like I said, you only have one that's currently here with me, the primordial energy, this primordial woman, the spirit, this energy. And she's gotten cozy. Like she's crossed her legs and sat down. Before she was in working mode, running, but now she's just sitting, kinda like she's like every now and again getting and like checking it and stirring it and making sure that everything is burning how it needs to. But I'm hearing not too quickly. She doesn't want it to burn too quickly. Because again, it's for the healing of your throat. If it burns too quickly, it's gonna burn your throat. But now she's just sitting there almost like she's talking with us. She's giving me a lot of information and just she's really cool. She's just vibing right now. She's just giving answers when she needs to, clarity when she's needs to. Besides my own ancestors, I fuck with her. I like this energy that she's pulling in. I say that I don't fuck with the other energies that I'm feeling and stuff, but this is, yeah, I like this. She's cool. She's one of the few outside of my own ancestors, one of the few outside of my own that, like, yeah, hmm she's been with you for some time. Yeah, she's been with you and around you for some time. And that's exactly how she knows what's been happening. She knew the truth because I'm here. Thank you. I'm hearing like she was like, I didn't want to be connected with everybody. I wanted to be connected with the right ones. Yeah, judgment. You're getting an awakening. You're getting a rejuvenation. You're getting clarity. You're getting justice. And I always like to think of the judgment card as like a horn for your intuition from the angels, from your spirit guides, from life. So with this judgment card coming in here, like I said, it's the same energies. It ain't even the same lineage. It's just the same energies that are attracted to who you are, to your light, to your energy. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. This is something, like I said, this has been long time working, 7 generations worth. She said she's older than that, but I said, yeah, or it's older than that. It's older than 7 generations worth. I'm sorry, you're right. It's older than 7 generations worth, but I'm hearing you have thank you. I'm hearing you have she said she hasn't done this in a while, so she's just very excited. But she said you have about 7 generations worth already in you, and that's why you are seen as a threat. You are seen as somebody that needs to be frozen. You are seen as somebody that needs. But you, what did I say about the tree? And I said, what did it say? It was a redwood bark tree. You already been weaving magic since before you were born because it's something that has been innately inside of you. I learned from the teacher on here that trees that are family trees, but their roots are ancestral. So the fact that the Seven of Pentacles also came out and she's working with the tree and it's bleeding blood. Like I said, it's been lower than 7 generations, but you have already 7 generations worth of knowledge, of truth, of energy, of power, of curse breakers. Like it's you really are an alchemist in your own right. If we have the sun, hilarious, we talked about the moon, you got the sun. She wants you in complete jubilation. And I'm here and thank you. I'm here, you already are. And that's why you noticed it. And that's why I said it's not the spirit of confusion or any, it's just something trying to freeze you, trying to stop you. You already know it. You already peeped it. And you're like, I'm not going to stop. And that's why I was like, we're going to keep going. And it's like, that's how your energy is. You're like, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm just going to keep operating. And that's that sun energy, because you know that you're not alone. Whether that's spiritual, your community, you recognize that there's way too much life to live and to be. And sometimes I have hiccups, but that's not going to stop me. Yeah, the high priestess, what I say, regal energy, royal energy, you have this within you. Supreme knowing, understanding, depth, knowing your worth. Like I said, it was this energy of knowing she knew. She didn't need too much. She didn't have to be the leader to lead. And that's right on top of the Seven of Pentacles. You gain an inheritance in wisdom, in clarity, in confidence, in, I'm hearing sexiness. Thank you. And you're very fashionable. You're very intuitive, very, very intuitive, very prophetic. But you've tapped into that. You would have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, a lot of Venus energy. I'm hearing she was in Aries, but she doesn't go by that because hers is older. She calls it something else. Sorry, it cut off on me, but we're just gonna go ahead and we're almost at the end. So, but yeah, it cut off on me. Said I ran out of storage. Right. Exactly. Like I said, so with the Queen of Swords, you are seeing beyond the veil. You are seeing things truthfully as they are. You're not sugar. Like you peep, you being. It's like you like some. This ain't me. This energy ain't me. And so with the Queen of Swords, you were able to cut through what that is. Whether that's watching this reading, whether that's I'm hearing journal. It's just something singing still, like pushing, like you realize. And with this blood, it has to do a lot with blood or your lineage, because there's also blood on the Queen of Swords wand, where you had to make a decision. I mean, it was something also within your family. Some people in your family, like I said, even some people, not everybody your ancestor, not everybody. So some people in your family where you have to realize that they were also trying to freeze your voice, or make you stumble up over your words, or make you question what you're saying, or overthink, or all these things, and that led to the Seven of Wands. 7-7. Libra energy, relationship energy, communication, lineage energy, knowledge energy, growth. You released yourself, and that's right. The next to the Judgment in the Sun, you released yourself from feeling confined, from feeling like this is. I feel like you were never even in there. Yeah, Page of Cups, you were never really in there. You're way too emotionally in tune with your own frequency to even be involved. You're made too inquisitive about your emotions, and you like investing in yourself and your time to even be involved with that, to even have your throat. And I think that's why they've been trying to keep this energy in the freezer. And I'm hearing their power is about to go out. Their power is about to go out. And like I said, she was working with outside fire. You don't need, the power can go out with that. But their powers, they got you in a deep fray. Their power's about to go out. I mean, I'm hearing y'all higher self say, yeah, they got us in the freezer next to the fucking fudge pops. And we finna take those out too. But yeah, somebody has been trying to look. Now we laughing at the fucking end. The judgment card. You get the last laugh. She says she's gonna keep the flame lit. 303s, I say that she's gonna keep the flame lit for the how long? What the fuck? She's gonna keep the flame lit. I'm sorry, there's like a bug in it's the way it's moving. It's crazy. She doesn't want me to say it. She said not to quiet your tongue. She said she's just gonna keep the flame lit. She doesn't need them to know how long it's being lit. But she said make sure that you have a conversation before it dies. And again, you're protect. Like I said, you got that strength, that lineage, your intuition, that we got like that knowing. So don't it ain't that. But she just, like I said, she got comfortable. Y'all heard her introduction. She wants to talk. She really just wants to talk and pass down so much knowledge. She's like, I just got all this knowledge, and the only thing that I have to do with it is to give it to those that are here, to my family, to my loved ones, and she wants to get that to you. She says, you already got something for your grandma, sure, but you ain't got nothing like this. She said, if you really want to live off the land and make more than $1,000, go ahead and reach out and open up your motherfucking hands. My motherfucker was me. I'm sorry. But yes, that was me. But she's ready. She's excited. She's going to keep the flame lit. She's going to keep you protected and guarded. She's already doing that. But while your voice is going through this new reopening and healing and unfreezing, she really wants something. Because where they froze your voice, that's old news. What's that song? The Nosebleeds by Dochi, where she's like, that's not Dochi, that's the OT sis. It's like somebody got old information, no truth on you. I love this where you no new access to you, no new access to your life or energy or anything. I swear. That yeah. Sorry it cut out, but I'm glad I came back because yeah, it was needed. And even just nature has been just kind of moving with her energy and presence. And I can feel her leaving me and going to where she needs to go. Which is you, obviously, but for her leaving me and going to you. So I love you guys. I love you. Love yourself so much more. And like I'm sharing, subscribe until next time.